My cousin's out fighting dragons, and what do I get? Guard duty.
I trust you're not planning any trouble. What can I do for you,
Don't
friend?
suppose you'd enchant my sword. Dull old blade can barely cut butter. My father wanted me to follow in his footsteps as a hunter, but I set my aspirations a bit higher. He never complained. I miss him.
Looks to be another cold day.
Aren't they all?
Not like this. Feels colder than usual. Bet it's those damn mages.
I'm sure you're right. That wizard is still at the inn. I can't believe Dagger allows him to stay there.
This is what it's come to. No one seems to care what they've done to our home.
It's clear that memories are far too short.
And it's clear money matters more to Dagor than honor. What's your business here in Winterhold? Stay clear of that college, if you know what's good for you. Nothing but foul deeds behind those walls. Winterhold has lost much of its history, and with that much of its power. I aim to change that. I've heard rumors of the resting place of the Helm of Winterhold. The very same helm that Jarl Hansa wore in the First Era. Hansa was in line to be High King of SkyRim, you know. Having that might get the ear of the other holds, and give me some authority. Good. I'll have a sum of gold waiting for your return. All right, then. I don't care how many colleges they build, or how much the sea swallows up. I'll... You know, Winterhold used to be the seat of power in SkyRim. Now it's a shell.
I've seen enough death to last 3 lifetimes. Yet I never tire of a good fight. What do you make of that? the snow with your blood! Your end draws near. See you burn. I love a good fight.
Someone there.
Think you can take me? You're as good as dead. See you burn. The whites take you. When I was young, I journeyed with my father on hunting expeditions into Morrowind. The two places made for excellent sport.
This is the end for you.
That it? That your best? My father wanted me to follow in his footsteps as a hunter, but I set my aspirations a bit higher. He never complained. I miss him. I've really missed traveling like this. Walking the breadth of SkyRim has always filled my heart with excitement. should have seen me at the height of my adventuring career. I was fearless and took too many risks. But that's what it was all about.
Go to new places and see the world. It's true in my case.
What are your thoughts on all this?
I know it's what everyone says. To go to new places and see the world. It's true in my case. The Legion's always looking for strong, capable warriors. If you think you've got what it takes, our headquarters are in Solitude.
I don't care how many colleges they build, or how much the sea swallows up. Can you believe that this hold used to contend for the throne of the High King? Now perhaps others will listen. Here, your reward is promised. You have Winterhold's thanks. There is room in my court for a new Thane. It's an honorary title, mainly, but there are a few perks someone like you could make use of. However, I could only grant the title to someone who is known throughout my hold. You help my people, and I'll make you my Thane. Good luck to you. Mm-hmm.
If you're here for sightseeing, well, then you've seen the sights. Might as well head somewhere warmer. Don't suppose you'd enchant my sword? Dull old blade can barely cut butter.
Can I help you with anything else?
My father wanted me to follow in his footsteps. Hunter. But I set my aspirations a bit higher. He never complained. I miss him.
Please don't bother. If there are any problems, let me know. It's my job to keep things running smoothly.
If you have a moment, could you help me with something? We're all trying to become better mages, right? Well, I need someone I can practice a few spells on. Nothing dangerous, really. Would you be willing to assist me? Oh, good. I was afraid I'd have to go ask J'zargo. Now, you just stand there. Please hold still, and don't move. There! Now Oh dear. That wasn't supposed to happen. Do you feel all right? You look very, green. I am so very sorry. I went over this again and again, and I was sure it would have better results. It's not. It shouldn't be. You'll be back to normal in no time. And when you are, we can try this again, and I'll be sure to get it right. Until next time.
Good to see SkyRim still has such fine people. You give an old man hope.
I remember a cutpurse trying to rob me on the road once. When I drew Grimsever, I think the poor man soiled his armor.
J'zargo?
I love the cold air. It's exhilarating. Perhaps it's because of my Nord blood, but there's something about it that makes me feel alive.
It is difficult to admit, but Cesargo could still use some help. Cesargo has seen that Tolfdir likes you. You must be very... Cesargo is working hard, but cannot do it alone. Cesargo has... But Cesargo... You tell Cesargo when you are ready. Cesargo sees what you are up to. Very well.
I still need some help. If you can... Exactly as I said it would. Now, are you ready to try again? I am confident it will work this time. Good, good. It'll be worth it, I assure you. Okay, now... Huh? Oh my. That isn't right. Just wait. I can fix this. Oh no, that's not it at all. Let me try again. This really isn't turning out the way I'd hoped. I'll get it right this time. I swear. There. All better. Well, it all worked out in the end, didn't it? Agreed. And thank you for your help. You're a good friend.
People say SkyRim is one of the most dangerous places in Tamriel. I think they're wrong. It's magnificent, and I'm proud to call it home.
You're that one from the college. Heard about you. If you're here for sightseeing, well, then you've seen the sights. Got to keep my eyes open. Damn dragons could swoop down at any time.
May the gods watch over your battles, friend. Then by my right as Jarl, I name you Thane of Winterhold. I grant you this weapon from the armory to serve as your badge of office. I'll also notify the guards of your new title. Wouldn't want them to think you're part of the common rabble now. Aye.
My job is to serve the Jarl, not waste time talking with travelers.
People say SkyRim is one of the most dangerous places in Tamriel. I think they're wrong. It's magnificent, and I'm proud to call it home.
Where do you want to go? Climb and back, and we'll be off. You'd best hurry it up. Get up there.
When I was young, I journeyed with my father on hunting expeditions into Morrowind. The cliff racers made for excellent sport.
I work for the Wind Peak Inn. You should head on inside. It's a curse. It has to be. I've got to get out of this town.
Irgnir, get a hold of yourself. They're just dreams. Please tell her, Erandur.
Listen to your friend, Fuki. They are just dreams, my dear. I assure you that it is quite normal.
It's the same dream over and over again. You think that's normal? It's evil, I tell you.
Erandur, she has a point. You keep telling us no harm will follow these dreams, but they must be an omen.
Give him a chance to speak. He's trying to help us.
Everyone, please. I'm doing what I can to end these nightmares. In the meantime, all I ask is you remain strong and put your trust in Lady Mara.
I will. Thank you.
What troubles you, my son? The entire town is being plagued by horrible nightmares. They're in serious danger, but I'm afraid there's little I can do about it. These dreams are manifestations created by the Daedric Lord, Vermina. She has an awful hunger for our memories. In return, she leaves behind nightmares, not unlike a cough marks a serious illness. I must end her terrible influence over these people before the damage becomes permanent. I need to return to the source of the problem, to Nightcaller Temple. Perhaps you'd be willing to assist me in that regard. I've already said too much. If anyone overhears what we're saying, it could start a panic. I would simply ask that you trust me and help me end Dawnstar's nightmares.
I've really missed traveling
Wonderful.
like this. Walking the breadth
Nightcaller
of
Temple
SkyRim
is only a
has
short
always
walk
filled
from
my heart
Dawnstar.
with excitement.
Vermina resides in a strange realm known as Quagmire. A night from her citadel at the center, she reaches forth to collect our memories, leaving nothing in return apart from visions of horror and despair. Who can say? Perhaps she collects them for display like works of art in a nonsensical art gallery. Whatever the case may be, her intentions are far from benevolent. I promise to answer all of your questions. Follow me. Follow me. It's this way. It feels good to finally have a chance to help these people. Helplessly watching them suffer has been difficult.
It's not my horse here.
The tower on that hill is our destination. People around here call it the Tower of the Dawn. I'm not familiar with the tower's history, but it was deserted for quite a long time before Nightcaller Temple was established inside. When the temple was active, the priests would rarely be seen in Dawnstar. They preferred to live a solitary existence. The temple's been abandoned for decades now. Ironic, isn't it? A ruin within a ruin. There's a small shrine to Mara I established inside the tower's entry hall. I was hoping to seek spiritual guidance from her.
I've seen enough death to last 3 lifetimes. Yet I never tire of a good fight. What do you make of that?
Before we end... No. Knowing they could never defeat the orcs, I'm concerned that when this place is unsealed, the miasma will dissipate and they'll awaken. Both orcs and priests alike. Give me just a moment, and I'll have this open. Now I can show you the source of nightmares. Over here. Behold the skull of corruption, the source of Dawn's life.
What was that?
I knew I found you.
Shall not stop us. Damn it! The priests must have activated this barrier when the miasma was released. Impossible, actually. I wonder. There may be a way to bypass the barrier, but I must check their library and confirm it can be done. I suppose there's no point in concealing the truth any longer. My knowledge of this temple comes from personal experience. I was a priest of Vermina. Yes, you're right. When the orcs raided the... I've spent the last few decades living in regret and seeking redemption from Mara. And by her benevolence, I will right my wrongs. I still have my key to the library. Whenever you're ready, let's move on. We mustn't tarry. The skull needs to be destroyed as soon as possible. It's just up here. Be careful. We're certain to find more of the Awakened within. Take heed, they've awakened.
They're still here. Stop them!
Teach you to mess with me.
This library used to be filled with arcane volumes.
What was that? I knew I'd find you. Wait! No more! Teach you to mess with me.
Barring any more interruptions, perhaps we can locate the information I need. We're looking for a book of alchemical recipes called the Dream Stride. The tome bears the likeness of Vermina on the cover. It should be here somewhere. If you'll check the shelves around the balcony, I'll check around the lower level. Yes, my lore holds that the Skull of Corruption holds a constant hunger for the memories of others. The skull has been out of touch for so long, I fear it's gained the ability to reach out on its own and try to feed. What it does with these memories is just conjecture, and an argument for scholars and historians to this very day. Let me take a look. Mara be praised. There is a way past the barrier to the inner sanctum. It involves a recipe for a liquid known as Vermina's torpor. Yes, the torpor grants an ability the priests of Vermina called the Dream Stride, using dreams to travel distances in the real world. Quite amazing, yes. Alchemy and the blessings of a divine, distilled down into a ingestible liquid. Sadly, I have yet to see it function in person. We mustn't tarry. The skull needs to be... Let me take a look. It involves a recipe for a liquid... Yes. Quite. Sadly, I have yet to see it... As a sworn priest of Mara, the elixir won't work for me. The torpor will only work for priests of Vermina, or the I will, but I swear upon Lady Martin, all believe there is a laboratory in the East Wing. If we proceed there, we should be able to locate a sample. The laboratory.
Mia. No, wait. They're still here! Stop!
What was that?
Take heed, they've awakened.
Never should have come here.
Defilers!
See you
Kill
burn.
the defilers!
Now that they've been dealt with, we need to find the torpor. It should be in a small bottle, very similar to a potion. I'll begin searching up here. The torpor should be in a tall bottle with dark liquid. If you find it, bring it to me. Huh? Yes, my son. What is it I can help with? I'm relieved you discovered a bottle intact. This place looks as though it was ransacked by the orcs. So, I've taken us this far, but you need to guide us the rest of the way. Drink. Dawnstar's fate rests in that tiny bottle. The longer we wait, the more damage Vermina could be doing to those poor people. I understand your hesitation, but I promise you that it works. Let's continue. We still have much to do.
The orcs have breached the inner sanctum, Brother Varen.
We must hold. We can't allow the skull to fall into their hands.
But no more than a handful of us remain, brother.
Then we have no choice. The miasma must be released.
The miasma? But, brother...
We have no alternative. It's the will of Vermina. And what about you, Brother Casimir? Are you prepared to serve the will of Vermina? Then it's decided. Brother Casimir, you must activate the barrier and release the miasma. Let nothing stop you. Brother Thoric, we must remain here and guard this skull with our lives if necessary.
Agreed to the death.
Then let it be done. Farewell, my brothers.
You're a fool to fight. I'll show you what a real orc. I'll show you. Like flag.
You won't even live to regret this!
I'll show you a real fight.
quickly. I fought with you. No one bests an orc. No. You're mine. I'll show you a real fight. Die, you orc filth! God!
It worked. Mara be praised. You vanished after drinking the torpor and materialized on the other side. I've never seen anything quite like it. How I envy you. I can only imagine the excitement of seeing history through the eyes of another. Sadly, I am resigned to just reading of its wonders through my research of the skull. Indeed. My reverence for Vermina's machinations should not take precedence over our mission. My apologies. The inner sanctum lies ahead. We must reach the skull and put an end to Dawnstar's troubles. Lead on, my friend. Come, we must get to the skull and destroy it.
Huh? That's... Oh, someone there. I knew I'd find you. I'd find you.
Enough of this! Son of a...
Derva, guide me.
Is someone there?
Do your work! Never should have come here.
Wait. There, Thoric, you're alive. No thanks to you, Casimir. I no longer use that name. I'm Miranda, priest of Mara. You traitor. You left us to die and then ran before the miasma took you. No, I was scared. I wasn't ready to sleep. Enough of your lies. I can't allow you to destroy the skull, priest of Mara. Then you leave me no choice. Take heed, there's a way.
Someone there.
That's it? That's your best? Vermina, forgive me.
See you burn!
How could you, Arender? I knew Varen and Thoric. They were my friends. Is this punishment for my past? Is it Mara's will to torment me so? And had they succeeded, Dawnstar's fate would be sealed. You have a unique way of looking at things, my friend. It's time. The skull must be destroyed. If you'll stand back, I'll perform the ritual granted to me by Lady Mara. First, an incantation to remove the barrier. I call upon you, Lady Mara. The skull hungers. It yearns for memories and leaves nightmares in its wake. Grant me the power to break through this barrier and to send the skull to the depths of oblivion.
He's deceiving you. When the ritual's complete, the skull will be free, and then Arender will turn on you. Quickly, kill him now. Kill him and claim the skull for your own. Vermina commands you.
Dawnstar!
That's your best, huh?
Your ancestors wouldn't want this, Silas.
Why should I hide from it? This is my family's legacy.
It's the past. Dead oaths on dead lips. Let it stay there.
The museum is opening, Medina. And here comes my first visitor. The Museum of the Mythic Dawn is open, friend. Yes. Why don't you come in? You can browse the display. Let's talk inside. Feel free to look around. Come talk to me when you're ready to discuss that job I mentioned. The tapestries hung here and outside were found in hideouts, where members of the Mythic Dawn would meet and plot. The cult's greatest accomplishment was the assassination of the Septim Dynasty and the opening of the Oblivion Gates. Did you have any questions about the museum? A little history. One of these... That was almost 150 years ago. At least 2. Here are my notes about them. I'll gladly pay you for getting the pieces any way you can. No questions asked. Good luck finding the fragments.